He's saying we can go all the way. He thinks we can paint on a monitor the actor in the scene, in the virtual scene, as you're moving the camera around. So you'd be able to watch real time this person moving around this virtual. The idea of that is just crazy to me.
Yeah, I think we can do it. So we're trying to get as much practice in, like, for the end of the year. I want to try to get something going next year, but still trying to, work on that whole, being able to use the theater and all this and that. So
Right now it's just so problematic because every time we go there we have to have like a babysitter. So until that changes.
You may actually want
Phil's
to
my
reach out to
upstairs.
Cisco.
Well, don't
well,
get me wrong, it's a COVID thing, I
because
get it, but
you
normally
may
we could
actually
just
be
say,
interested in learning what you're trying to
go wherever we
do.
wanted,
Yeah.
but
I could.
there's some
The
value.
last time we spoke to him, he was like pursuing game design all of a sudden.
we'll still ultimately use
But
it.
I thought it was, so Wes and I talked about it a little bit. It's like, I thought I'd be overstepping my bounds to be asking something so like, that's a big ask,
But he may actually want to learn how to do it.
Okay,
So there's a trade-off there.
okay.
If you
I could-
if you told them, hey, we're thinking about doing this, do you want to be part of it? He may offer the place up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I know you do a lot of this work.
Well, it's
Tell
more
me
of
what you're
a,
planning. See if he offers it up.
it was more of a, like, I can't remember the situation, but Wes was saying something along the line, because it's between Cisco and his boss,
Well, no, yeah, by all means.
like that kind of thing. So it's like, I don't know if what Wes was doing at the time, Stowaway, was like a bit of a surprise, or that might have overstepped some bounds in some regard. I don't know. I'll try. I'll see
Cisco's
if I
done
can.
like 15 projects over there. Right?
I know, right? Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
worry about it.
okay. I'll
He's kind
I'll
of
give him a
cagey.
try.
He's kind of.
I know.
It's
I
tough
know.
to get him on board
I-
with anything outside of what he's doing.
I know his type.
Yeah.
Like the guy who hooked me up with my job. Like he's pretty much like a Cisco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh shit. So like, they're kind of similar a little bit. Like I understand. Yeah. Okay.
He moves so slow though. I'm always like, you need help. Get help.
Exactly. Yeah. My friend
Because
Dalton.
he'll write like a 90-page script
Yeah.
in like a couple months, and then just throw it on the shelf because he's like, it's too much work.
Right. And my friend Dalton is basically the same way. Like he's trying to do everything himself.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You
dude.
can't. You
Dude,
can't.
exactly.
That's not what this is.
Yeah. I know. I try to tell him that he's an animator though, so it's like in his mind he can do everything. He's like, yeah, but you need someone to do the sound.
I decided
effects
to
and-
do audio stuff when I was like, I don't know if collaborative things are going to be good for the next year.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just going to start working on audio projects and finish that first.
Mhm.
Because things could get bad and it could go back to not doing this again. So,
Yeah, that is a great point. That you're always going to need audio.
and a lot of actors now have studios in their house now. So,
Yeah, thanks to COVID, we're all streamers now.
right.
We're all good at camera.
Getting an actor to provide good audio is now easy. Which is
Yeah. I got to do my other job.
good job.
Okay.
Reverse it a few times without turning on the machine.
And look, you can make that we can't make the shaking. We could do a mechanical shaking with someone shaking it, and add an audio as post, or
I'll say,
isolate the starting.
wait, can you see the knobs at all?
I'm just saying, once he puts it in and starts to
So,
watch,
I mean,
it will
if
get wet.
he throws it in there, turns it here, we can add a sound effect here, and then rushing water, because it doesn't start shaking immediately, it just starts pouring water in. So we can do that, and then later, when we're doing the shot again, like after he's done laying in the bed, then it can be shaking without the actual shirt in there.
Done and done.
Without the actual Tide Pod in there, probably, too.
All right, so let's do. Are we ready for a walkthrough?
Yeah, I think we
All
are.
right, first positions.
What's up?
Okay.
Did you get that shot?
Nick, do me a favor and turn off the light on the room you're in.
This monitor's messing up everything other than what I can forward.
That's fine. It's not
You will see it.
major detail.
Hey Wes, I'm gonna nominate myself for behind the scenes videographer.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Apparently, making people, giving people awards,
So
is tantamount to
with
doing
the business you just
insulting
had,
and
not gonna be
demeaning.
on
So
camera, so I want you to
But
do
yes.
this.
We're giving out
I
awards.
like the business where you
I
shoved the chair
like
there,
like
basically.
Oscars kind of thing.
So
but
just do that again.
couple members
just like in the frustration with
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. You missed out. It was so good.
You're
It
gonna
was so
toss
funny.
the shirt in,
I mean, it was awkward, but
grab a tripod.
it was
You don't have
hilarious.
your face right here is not gonna be on camera. Maybe at the beginning it will be, but like besides that, it's mostly gonna be your hands and then all this. Tripod here. Your hand's not actually gonna be here, so just you could literally go like that. We'll just add sound effects later because we don't want to fuck up the shirt, fuck up the tripod. And then
you want him to turn and leave, go in, and he has to hit that light switch.
light switch. So one
Lead
of
a
us will-
gagged upstairs. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna cut to the shot facing this way when the light actually goes on?
Probably. Yeah.
Do we
You
want
know,
to
in
turn
that
off-
fact, he can just go to the switch, and then that's it. You're definitely gonna go
Yeah.
back to that reverse.
Yeah. Because that's gonna be to show the room itself. Like yeah. So yeah. We don't. Your end position.
Are those
will be-
Tide Pods from
So we don't need
Peter?
to switch the light.
No. So yeah, your end position will be
That's
here.
that's our
basically.
inter-party celebration. Everyone gets a Tide Pod. Yeah.
Just kind of fuck with it a little bit.
Ever heard
like,
of martini shots? The Tide Pod shot.
like kind of just.
Yes.
You don't have to make it like. But like just like a little. You're out of it. You're kind of you're dazed. You're frustrated.
Yeah. When we get another break,
Yeah.
unplugging this, I can't see a thing out of this, and I don't think we changed any settings to make it that way, but when I moved in here, I unplugged this guy, and
It didn't come up.
there's nothing on this monitor. And I can't show playback either, because playback doesn't show up up here for some reason.
So it's gonna be on your viewfinder setting again.
It won't, as long as this is plugged in, it doesn't let me change that viewfinder setting. It says operation not available, whatever. And then when I
Clearly, you have
unplug-
to reset it when we unplug it again. Well, if it'll just take a second, go ahead and do it now.
It should just take a second.
All right. Let's see. Where his first position is with that chair
But yeah,
bringing
in
it in.
theory, when I unplug
Yeah, he
this,
doesn't have to go all the way to
I
the
should
stairs. He'll
start
just be.
getting-
Did you set it to view?
No, yeah, his first position could be just a couple of feet in there. You're not going to transition. The earliest is him breathing,
Here.
coming across.
Maybe
that
like
horizontal.
coming like just a little bit out. Yeah.
It's good to get some overlap, but you know, you
Of
can always be
course, of
conscious of the edit.
Yeah.
And he's going to put it what here? What did you like?
Here, he kind of like shoved it, kind of tripped a little bit. It was a little bit of both. It was. He felt pain and kind of just like tossed it.
Acting.
Let's go to that.
That's
hurt
the
yourself.
setting, right?
Yeah, and then
Fuck
you
up.
go here. This is gonna be preset open. Tosses the shirt in. Tide Pod tosses it in. Closes it. Pretends. Sound effect, and then
So wait, so first position on this is open?
yes,
Got it.
Go to the toolbox.
We're just, give us a sec.
Scroll down.
All right.
Oh yes, my actor's chair.
Can
Or
I
director's
see
chair.
one thing with this real quick?
Fine.
Get to the hat.
I know.
Gotta get used to it.
Yeah, shit. That's what I want to do. It's not gonna get used to.
All right. I think we're ready. Are there any other angles in this room?
It's just that same angle, like a little bit later, but that's
Okay.
gonna lead into the continuous. So
I'll go.
Well, what I'm saying is that where we're filming after this.
we're gonna go back to this room. It's just because he's got the bruised makeup. That's why we go this one
You
first.
cut to the laundry being on to show the passage of time.
Yeah.
Look at you.
So later, when the machine is on, it'll be the
That's
same,
if you're-
similar angle, but not quite the same. But he'll
See if
be.
this viewfinder will work?
Well, you're not
come
gonna be
in.
able to see it with the
What's the
monitor,
action?
So just try to disconnect, see if it comes back.
Basically, he'll be laying on the bed, like reading the journal, drink his
Oh,
whatever,
okay. So it's
waiting.
from here, but it's not. He's not in this.
He's
room.
in there, yeah. And
Gotcha.
then basically, it starts off at this angle. Camera comes moving, sticks going that way,
Plug that back
and
in
then
again.
follows him, and then they go up the stairs to the living room.
Okay.
There's another setting in there. Same thing, the toolbox.
I'm gonna stop bringing my A7S on the set.
We're just never going to be able to disconnect that monitor from the camera ever again.
Setting reset. Do initialize. It's gonna ask you for the time and date. That's the only annoying thing.
What year is it?
I do the same, but
Still 2021. Last I checked.
Don't
Okay.
feed
It's hard to
the
tell. We've been here for a while.
If you give a John a cookie, he'll want a glass of milk.
mm-hmm.
Then he starts saying stuff about Charmery ice cream, and next thing you know, the whole damn thing's catered, and it's rough.
I mean, you're gonna have like, I mean, you're in like perfect makeup thing. If I just touch it right here, it's just gonna be like No, there's a print there.
More makeup. More
yeah, yeah.
Look, I'm sorry
He's
that I'm a
bruising.
ghost, okay?
We have just airbrushed your entire torso.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
That's what you do with his
You're
abs.
like
Those
Nick
aren't
Cage
real
in
abs.
Ghost Rider.
I should have known.
Yeah.
This is what happens when a man
Lies
lies in a tanny bed
Okay,
for
well,
the summer
that looks
and then
fine.
learns afterwards that increases his risk of skin cancer by
Okay.
70%. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I ain't doing
that's
that again.
something.
We're back to square one, so.
Yay.
Does John want to see this playback real quick, or do we want to?
You should be able to plug this in. It should play back on the
Ghost Rider
monitor.
thing.
You'd think
Which
so.
one?
Nick Cage.
I mean, you went to all this effort, right?
And like he looked good. But there's a scene where he goes shirtless, but the director was just like,
I'm in playback
And
mode.
so they CGI'd him
You're just
with
gonna-
the
It's
body
fine.
on top of his
No, you're just gonna have to
shirt.
come
I'm
here.
Oh.
Like,
I can show you. You're just
It
gonna
looks
have to see on the
unnatural
tiny
now.
screen.
Ah, yes, the naturalistic filmmaking of Ghost Rider.
I mean, yeah. It's
You
very
gotta
true.
get out of my monitor so you
The
can
behind the scenes.
I'm gonna get me a
for that
monitor.
movie is
So we can
where
put these
Nicolas
at home.
Cage has his
I'm gonna get
face
Figure out the right
painted up
settings
like
for
it's
it.
the Day of the Dead.
Oh, you can do
Oh,
that.
that's good. I haven't seen that.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
yeah. Well, I mean, he has a skull paint on his face, and he has like the orange accent.
You ready,
so
sir?
They have
Yes.
like something. That
All right, let's do this, people. First positions, please.
Keep it somewhere where. Okay. You want the focus to be on the corner of the washer?
Yeah.
Mine, this unwieldy chair.
I like the broken. Excuse me, sir. It really adds to the.
Apparently this was an accident, so this is a real prop.
It's funny because there was another
dude that did
look exactly like that, and Brandon was like, "Nah, I'd rather have
Just so you could see what he's doing.
All right. Are we ready? Pieces.
Yes.
Alright. Actually, I'll go right over here. You refuse to fall where I want you to.
Okay.
Hammer shift.